Hello everyone, and one thing I love is my voice. I just make myself laugh. But welcome guys to the third instalment of the summer paintings, and there's plenty more where that came from, but we are going to be starting this very lovely Heartstone. Remember the unboxing I did? I think I got this from Temu. We're going to be starting that here today, and as you can see we've got a lovely big colour block to do. I'm going to get myself a sticky don't want to come off. Let me see if I've got my magnet. Yeah, let me see what cover minder we've got on the system. I think seeing as it's Heart will pinch the AC's one, and it's a bit of a smaller magnet, but never mind, not to worry. But yes, we will use that. I have to get my heart tray because we're working on a heart, so why not? So yeah, let's get going, shall we? So I'm gonna also from the moment we met, la 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 la, occupying my head, la la la. Anyway, yeah, so let's get started. So let's rewind back to where was we? Tuesday. So Tuesday, I, as you know, went to Chelmsford, and I took my PA with me, aka my mum. I call her my PA because she helps me with phone calls and that. I don't do phoning, so that's one thing I will not do, is calling people. It's very old-fashioned in my opinion. I like to do. I'm a very much texter or an emailer. I don't even do letters. So I just feel that phoning is really old-fashioned. It's costly, and I just don't like. You never know whether you're going to get a grumpy person, a happy jolly person, and some people I've spoken to in the past on the phone, like in call centres, they just, you can tell they're probably having a bad day because they're grumpy, and that reflects on you. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh, the sniffles tonight. But anyway, we went to Chelmsford, and I had to go there to get some bits and bobs, and yeah, it was quite a fun day. We only went there for an hour because I was like, well, I'll have to go there and come back as soon as, because I've got to pick up parcels. And my mum was looking around, and all of a sudden she disappeared, and I was like, where's she gone? And I looked around and she said, I'm over here. She was looking in the jewellery shop. So my first impressions was perhaps she's getting another charm for oh, what do you call it, Pandora. And then we went a bit further down and she found another jewellery shop. Bloody women and shopping, eh? They love their shopping. And then we headed over to Wilkinson's. Normally, can I open? Is that bird in there? That's Chris Packham. He's a wildlife presenter. Oh, we've gone up a little bit too much there. Let me stop that there, because otherwise we'll go fast. Go a little bit too much. Now what I'm going to do is, because I fill all of the beads in one drill, all of the drills in one pot, I will multi-place until it sort of eases a bit, and then it will bring out the, or single place, until we get an opportunity where, for example, here we've got a three placer, so then I can, you know, grab the three placer, as you do. I need to refresh this wax, so let me get a cocktail stick. Sometimes the wax gets old, so it can, what you need to do is get a cocktail stick and then just get that all sucked out of there. Just apply new wax. The trouble is it can dry up. That's probably why it's not sticking, you see. So yeah, so anyway, we went to and then as you can see it's nice and fresh. We went to Wilkinson's, and there wasn't really anything in there. I mainly went there because Boots, you can never get them, and Wilkinson's, as far as I'm concerned, is the home of Lynx. So yeah, we went there and wasn't really any Lynx there apart from the single spray. So my mum got a few bits and bobs that she wanted. She was having trouble trying to find Lenore. They didn't have any Lenore. We went to Poundland, Pound Stretcher, and also Wilkinson's. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So then we thought, then we was like, well, we might as well head home then, because there's nothing really here. And I had a sneaky look in HMV, which is a music and DVD shop owned by Sunrise Records. And I thought, well, I'll have a little look in there. I didn't go in, because normally if you look through the doorway, you can tell that they're probably not going to be in there. And normally Harry Potter figures will be in the window of the shop, and there weren't none, which means there probably weren't going to be any in there, so I didn't go anyway. Years ago you could get this thing called a what was it called? It was like a HMV Pure card. So got some of that. I can see we need tea, so I'm just going to borrow a tray from Temu, because we got a 18, 13, 1. Oh, it's interesting. I thought I had them out. Damn it. Okay, well I ain't getting up. We'll do that another time. I thought I had them all out. Never mind. But yeah, anyway, we did. Oh yes. I think I found them. Yes, come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. So I did have naughty. I make myself laugh. I'm so sorry. Why am I apologising? Like, I don't even know. I think one of them days today. 66, please. I hate it when they get stuck to the thing. Static. Nobody likes bloody static, no. Right, let me get that. So that's T, which is also the same name as, if you ever watch Salvage Hunters, I think it's called, Drew and T. Yeah, so anyway, we then headed home, went past HMV, because with Chelmsford you've got the Meadows, which has got HMV in, and then you go through like the town, and then there's another Meadows. They sort of split it into two sections, and that other side of the Meadows has the Millie's Cookies in. Used to be a lovely Hornby shop full of train sets, miniature railways, and it was there for years. Get all your little humble paints, all them little, you know, them polystyrene paper planes where you would put the wing through one, and yeah, lovely little shop. Always used to go in there to get spare track for my little railways, and yeah, I don't know what the real reason was. I think they were just struggling with sales, I think, and packed up shop. But the one thing that I loved was seeing the little train go round on the little track on a shelf above the ceiling. It was such a lovely little shop. But nowadays everything's like Ann Summers, which is like knickers. Sorry, but you know, a shop purely selling knickers and bras. That is basically what Ann Summers is. And my mum works with a guy called Simon, and he's a barrister, and he keeps saying that he wants to leave the co-op, but he hasn't. And one of his favourite shops is Ann Summers, because he gets his girlfriend bras and knickers from there. It's funny what you can talk about on a whip and chat, isn't it? So anyway, then we walked past a bit more, and whilst my mum was having a checking out on the checkout, that I thought, well, I ain't standing in the queue, and I went outside to see the little ducks, because there's a few steps, and then there's like a big lake where they normally do canoes So yeah, I had to look at that, see if there's any bits and bobs that I wanted to see. Went over to see Odeon. I actually was vlogging, but my mum kept interrupting me, and in the end I just took it off air because it was just like, I thought to myself, this is going to need like a lot of cuts. So I was like, do you know what, scrap it, and next time I come here I'll make sure I'm on my own, and then I'll do it that way. Okay, so then after that we walked down a bit further, and we saw Burger King, and every time we go there, this shutter on the inside of Metros is closed, and it just looks like it's empty all the time. But I said you could go there and have a large Whopper. I think, yeah. And then she goes, no thanks, but obviously I think you know where I'm going in that one. But yeah, it was so funny, and I've heard that when you've been in Burger King, I've been there for yonks, because I'm much more of a McDonald's fan. Burger King doesn't really do it for me. The only thing I would get in Burger King would be a chicken royal, which is like a breast of chicken with mayonnaise. But the Whoppers, I don't know what it is, it's just something like, it just doesn't feel like a good burger to me. You know, the texture, the meat, it tastes not good. But yeah, some woman went there, can I have a large Whopper please? I couldn't stop laughing, because it was just the way she said, can I have a large Whopper? But yeah, on TikTok, apparently if you ask for large fries, they're basically not actually large, they just change the cut but put the same amount of chips in to make it look like it's large when it's not. But anyway, then we headed over to Pound Stretcher and tried to see if the Lenore was in there, couldn't find it. And then we was waiting for the train, and then my smart card didn't want to tap the bloody gate, so trying to get it to open the barrier was a nightmare. And this woman on the ticket barrier wouldn't have it that I paid for the ticket, and she goes, it's not scanning on my phone. And I said, well, let me scan it on my phone, because I can scan it on my phone. And it came up. And she still won't have it. She goes, try it on the gate again. And I said, it's not going to work. There is an issue with your gate. And I didn't actually say that, but I was getting a bit wound up with it, because I know what the problem is and she can't see what the problem is. So in the end, she let me through. So, I mean, even if she didn't, I would have asked to see a manager, because I've paid for that ticket. This is the thing with these bloody smart cards. They pick up, but if it's near, you can't put it near a contactless bank card, because something to do with it interferes with the radio signal or something. So, yeah. But what a palaver. And then on the station, we got up there, and my mum said, could we go in the lift? And it was an oversight on my part, so I headed up the stairs and she followed. And she goes, that's why I said we could have got the lift, because she has got an ankle issue. And I really felt bad, because I didn't, it was just, my mind was all over the place thinking about what I needed to get in Whittam, and totally missed it. And then, you know, I've been saying that I've been wanting to try the mint chocolate twirl. Wow. I was on the station, and then my mum gave me a chocolate bar of the mint chocolate twirl. So I was like, oh yeah, man. And I tried it, and it definitely exceeds the orange one and the Karamak one. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We might have to do a bit of straightening here, because this is going in a very strange... a lot of you have a look. I'll try and get that a little bit straight, but that's a lovely square. And oh my god, I could eat another one. And I said, where did you get that? I've been trying everywhere to get them. And she said it was in the pound shop. And I was thinking, yeah, you're not going to get that in the pound shop. So whether that was actually £1 or whether she got 2 for £1, I don't know, because she was in the sweet section for a good old 5 minutes trying to figure out what type of sweet to get. So yeah. So then anyway, we got off the train in Whittam because if I get a ticket from, say, Braintree to Chelmsford, I can do what's called a breaker. So what that means is I can get off at any stop along that route and then get back on it, because I've paid for between Braintree and Chelmsford. So I thought, well, I had the option of going straight home and come back on the Friday because I had a dentist, and I thought, no, do you know what? I'll stop off now because come Friday there'll be more turning up. So yeah, we stopped off and walked home as you do, and we were chatting about different things, and then we got to my office, which I call my mum's house. And because whenever I'm there, I'm always dealing with I'm always opening parcels, or I'm replying to emails, and I just call it my office because I'm always sort of I never sort of sit down for a cup of tea and chat with them. I'm always dealing with opening up the parcels, sorting out the artwork box, sorting out all my paintings, you know. So I consider it like an office sort of type of environment for me, even though it's not. And then, quite bizarrely, my mum went to the back door and she said, "You alright? How you doing?" And I was like, who the hell is she talking to? Because my mum is a talker. She does not stop talking. If she's if she sees someone she knows, oh my god, she'll be there until probably 4 o'clock the next morning. She will not. She talks and talks and talks, and apparently Tessa's mum does that as well. So, and apparently looked outside and it was Frankenstein, which was my dad. I call him Frankenstein because, as I said, as I've spoke about on many occasions, we don't talk. You know, he's tried over the years to worm his way, you know, sort of what do they call it? Call round you, as they say. You know, buying gifts and stuff like that. But I can't forgive and forget what he's done over the years. You know, he ran off with a different woman. He cheated on her, you know. There's lots of things that I'm not going to go into because it's personal to me. And obviously, well, it's not personal to me as such, but it's personal to my mum. So there's just too much hate there. I mean, obviously I'll be civil, you know. Think life's, you know, you only live once and stuff, and he is getting old. He's just lost his mum and dad. I think his dad was last year and his mum in October this year. So no, it must have been October last year. I don't know, I'm getting all discombobulated here, but I will be civil. But as much as I try and push myself to go, hi, how are you? Something stops me all the time, and I can't get over that. I'm stuck on that barrier. I can't get over it and and break the ice, as they say. It's just every time I try and say, you know, try and move forward, I get pulled back again, and I can't get over that barrier. I don't know what it is. Anyone else, I can do it, but it's something there, and I don't know what. But anyway, so apparently he was cleaning out the birds. So that was quite interesting because he was sitting in the garden having a cup of tea, as you do. So he must have been sitting there the whole time while we were dealing with, you know, going to Chelmsford. I mean, I don't understand why he didn't come with us. And I asked my mum, you know, why didn't he come? He could have come, you know. I don't have any vengeance against him. I just, you know, I hate what he's done and, you know, ran off with another woman because technically that's cheating. But as I said, life is too short and, you know, you learn to forgive and forget. So this is what I say all the time, is that you know who your true friends are and who your, you know, who your true friends are and who the fake ones are. Because say, for example, you've gone, you know, you've fell out over whatever thing, you've called, you know, you've had a big argument over something, or you've called each other names. A true friend recognises that and they'll come back. They always do. But the fake ones are the ones that, you know, have the argument, say all nasty things about you, and then never return. So that's why I say life is too short, and, you know, I'm fair with people. I'll give people a second chance, but once you blow that second chance, that's it. I can't reconcile. So it's as simple as that. And then obviously that person will be blocked and indefinitely blocked across all, you know, platforms and stuff, so that they can't contact me and stuff. And, you know, because it's like my sister, when she said that she's not having any more boyfriends, and now she's with another one. And, you know, with me, when I say things, I mean it. You know, I don't go back and do it all over again. You know, I don't say, right, let's be friends, fall out, and then we'll be friends again. I don't work like that. So, you know, if we've fell out over whatever thing, you know, then that's it. I move on. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I'm far too busy to be, you know, worrying about friendship. So yeah, so anyway, then after that my mum cooked me, she said, do you want fish and chips or something, because she's been buying this fish that apparently is better than bird's eye, and it's in that yellow range. Is it the value pack? Everyone on TikTok keeps buying these yellow boxes. Apparently in Asda there's this yellow box thing, and apparently it's supposed to be like really cheap knockoff stuff, but it's supposed to be on a budget friendly sort of thing. And I tasted it, and the only thing I could taste was the batter. It was very, very bland and dull in flavour. And they have chicken burgers, again, very, very, no taste whatsoever. I mean, I think if I had some condiments, that would have been, you know, a little bit better. But you can tell when food is not great, when there's no taste to it, even with condiments. So yeah, and then yeah, so when I got there I was sorting out with Temu, because I forgot to check my phone, and they actually delivered one of my Temu packages that had, it was my ring, yeah, my little ring. I actually paid this was 29p. I mean, it's obviously one of them cheap crappy things that, you know, where eventually it turns black and all the red comes up, all the red shows through. But until I can get like a proper ring, I just wanted to buy a cheapy old one so that I can test what sort of size I am, because there's something wrong with their sizing. Because I bought a ring sizer and it's got letters on it, but when you buy it with Temu, they do it in numbers. So the ring sizer was a complete and utter waste of time of buying it. So I got the largest one that they had, which was number 12. So I bought that, and it was 29p. They've got some other colours on there, and I thought, well, I'll buy that, and then I can get an idea of what sort of size it is. But the problem is, because it's in numbers, I've got to get my ring sizer and then measure it with this. It's similar to a cable tie, and you put it around your thing to measure what hand you are. And then what I want to get is, there's one in the jewellery shop that I like, so I'm going to see if I can get that, and it's got Manchester United on it, because I support Man U. They've actually been talking about West Ham today, will they get through with the final cup or something. So anyway, after that, dealt with Temu, watched a bit of Angela, important going on with Dave, Angela and Tony, or Angela's life journey. I can't keep up because she changes her name quite often. And she was doing a painting about Tigger, I think it was, and something to do with ghost ships. I haven't got to that one yet. And Angela over the weekend, well, I think it was the day before, she said that I had a package. And I thought, right, okay. And asked my mum, she said it was delivered. I asked my mum if she had it, and she said nothing's come. And then she said it went to the neighbour, and I thought, well, I doubt it, because the neighbours over my mum's are very snotty. What I mean by that is that they think they're bigger and better than everyone else. So we've made the decision not to accept any parcels that you know, gets delivered to ours by error, or if they're out, we won't take them in for them. So anyway, I thought, well, I think what it is leave it with me. I'll check when I'm over there, because my mum gets confused. Say like I've got like several parcels there, she will get confused because she thinks the ones in the kitchen are the ones that have come that day when they haven't. So anyway, looked through the parcels and I saw an Amazon package and I thought, yeah, that's got to be Angela's. So got in touch with Angela, left a comment, replied to her comment that she left me, and I said it's arrived, I'll get it onto the channel as soon as I can. Looking at the diary, Angela, I've booked you in for, because I've chock-a-block with unboxings at the moment, so the first availability I can put you in is 10 AM on the 5th of July. So that's when I'm going to do that unboxing. As you can see, Angela's gift from Amazon. So I'll do that for the 10th July. I have sort of broke it up a bit so that we don't get Temu orders all the time. I still want to get stuff from the range as well, because obviously Temu I don't think do Crystal Art Creations. So yeah, that's the earliest I can do. So don't forget, I haven't forgot, and I was really wanting to know what it is until yeah, I really wanted to know what it is, but I knew I couldn't open it because I had to film it for the unboxing. But yeah, I just think it's so lovely of you to send me a gift. It's very kind of you to do that. The only gifts I don't keep is obviously if people, for whatever reason, I don't know, perhaps we fell out over something, then I'll destroy it. It's as simple as that. I don't keep gifts from people that basically I would say like walk away from you if you get you, because to me that's memories of a friendship that we've had in the past and it haunts me, so I can't keep a gift like that. But anyone that is loyal, as I said, a true friend is always there for you despite anything. So yeah, it's it was really nice, and the painting you got me is, oh, it's lovely. It's quite funny because I used to do that one before and I lost the drill, so to have it back again is so lovely, and you'll get to see what it is on the 5th of July. So yeah, I do want to get some, I keep saying I'm going to do the range and I keep forgetting. Does anyone ever get to payday and you think, well, I'm going to get this, that and that, and then when it comes you completely change and do a U-turn and sort of like change what you want to get because you see something else you want to get, or like you put things in your basket waiting for payday and then you sort of like think to yourself, oh no, I better put that back because I'm not really sure if I want it. So but yeah, I'm really grateful for it. I can't wait to get started on it. Now, also I need to go into, let's just finish off Thursday. So then after I've done that, got to about 5 o'clock and then I headed home and that was me done for the night. That's that. What I need to talk about, the live video tomorrow, sorry, today, that was with Tessa. For some reason it's been cancelled this week, so she's cancelled it this week. On Friday there is not going to be any video because I've had a bit of an accident with my phone, and at the moment I'm really quite frustrated with it because okay, so also I need to talk about Thursday. There's not going to be any video with me or Tessa. Friday I'm stopping the live. Unfortunately the live is going to be stopped this week because I've got the dentist, so what I'll do is I'll try, if I remember, to do a pre-record, and then Saturday we're going to try and go live if I can with the Brewster. Because what I'm doing is I'm sort of bringing in beach themed paintings now and trying to tie up and get the, I mean originally with the old version that I used to do, I used to like, once it got to the end of the month I put that painting away, but now I want to sort of like get them done. There's no point putting it away for a year when I need to get it finished, so that's going to be like farmyard sort of weekends and then summer theme throughout the week. So as you might have seen, I'm introducing a different painting each day. So we've got a couple more to introduce, and then yeah, because June and July, well July is sort of Disney themed now, because September was going to be Disney themed, but that's when I do Harry Potter. So I'm not going to do too many summery ones, but I still need to introduce another 2 more really. So I mean obviously August, this is the thing, I haven't got nothing for August, so what I'm going to do, I'm thinking like I'll split the summer theme over June and August, because they're sort of summery months, so that's what I'm thinking on that one, but we'll see how we go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep it to schedule, but I might alternate it each day, just so that we can get a bit more done on each painting. And then as we're getting to the end of June, then we'll take a break, we'll go into the Disney theme, and then we'll bring back the paintings in for August. That's probably going to be the best bet, I think. And yeah, it is what it is. Really, really quite cool. I do love doing the summer ones because they do, you know, put a smile on your face. It's such a great sort of hobby, diamond painting. So it was so funny yesterday because, no, not yesterday, it must have been Monday. I've got this Christmas painting and it's been looking at me for ages. Every time I open the drawer, it's like a Christmas sort of card, but it's in the drawer, and every time I look at it, it keeps looking at me. So I thought, right, that's it, we're doing a bit of the Christmas card today. And I was playing music, because obviously with my diamond painting I always do Christmas music as I'm painting along on my Christmas videos. Just take a look at my Christmas videos, you'll see. And listening to Christmas music in the middle of June was quite interesting, but as they say, listening to Christmas songs early apparently makes it come early. But when you're filming in advance, this is what you have to get used to, is that you're going to be, you know, doing Christmas in different months. So yeah, I really, really, really wanted to start nice and early this year, because we just about got a quarter of the way with the Coca-Cola truck, and I think we've got a couple of layers to finish off this year. So yeah, but I was watching Diamond Paints with Peta today, and she's got these lovely cross stitch things from, I think it's called DIY Choose or something. What was that, Liz? Yeah, but anyway, she they're like roll up frame things, and then she said, I'm putting the dinner in, I've got a turkey in the oven, and I was like, oh, mouth watering, I really fancy that right now. Because with roast potatoes, I don't know about you guys, but them Aunt Bessie ones are crap. They're really powdery, they feel very sort of like, not like a real potato. Processed food is not very nice anyway. So with mine, I like to hand make them. So, yes. La, 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 la. And then today I went to Tesco after work, and I couldn't decide what I wanted. I was going to do a snappy shopper, but I was like, the station is like 15 minutes away from Tesco, so I'll quickly go to Tesco, and I got McDonald's. Well, you could. It could be like Greg's, where they do the what they call the steak banks. That is so funny. You can tell it's been a long day. I've got off the train, gone in Tesco to get McDonald's. Oh dear. Let's start again, shall we? Take a breather, Mike. Let's take a drink, and then hopefully. Oh dear. I've heard it all now. God, just coming away from McDonald's. Oh. Oh dear. I nearly spat my water out. That's got to be the highlight of the day. But anyway, as I was saying, I went into Tesco, and I thought I really fancy spag bowl. In the UK we call it spag bowl, spaghetti bolognese, or spaghetti bolognese, which is its real name. And spaghetti bolognese, for any people that don't know what that is, because obviously I have to cater for all countries that watch. Spaghetti bolognese is pasta with mincemeat and dolomio sauce, and I actually found this one £2.50, bloody rip-off. But I don't buy none of the cheap tacky crap. This is the cheaper version for 95p, but I like my dolomio. This one here is bolognese, low fat. So I got that because I'm trying to lose the weight, and I thought, well, you know, it might be better for me. So yeah, I got that. And that was that. And then I think I've got custard creams. Yeah, can't go without the custard creams. Take that off a minute. Yeah, so I've got the custard creams. Came back and it was about time to do dinner and then watch EastEnders, and now I'm doing this. So that's where we are now. All caught up. Lovely. Until tomorrow morning when I have to get up at 7 o'clock and do it all over again. So, yeah. But really, what's nice about this painting is, although it's a 30 times 40, I think it's 40 to 50s that have that additional block. But these seem to go in 3 blocks. So you've got 1, 2, 3. I mean, you could do 4 if you cut the block down a bit. But I feel like someone's shouting outside. I can't work out if it's the TV or something outside. Feels like, it sounds like a dog or something. But yeah, what's the time? Oh, 9:30, wow. Okay. Got about half an hour left. This may cut out the storage because I haven't had a chance to move the videos onto OneDrive yet, so because whenever I do my videos I film them, upload them and then put them onto OneDrive, because things like videos and that, if you lose it, it's like one of the videos that I had. What video was it? So was it the swans, or one video I couldn't get the footage for? And when you lose that footage, it's very difficult to do it unless you've got like lots of copies of that footage. So that's why it's always an idea to back it up and always have that extra copy just in case like you've accidentally deleted it, you know. Because I don't know what it is, but for some reason when you upload on YouTube, if you delete it, that video, you can't get that video back. So I don't know why. I mean, surely you should, if you are using the service, then that would sort of tie into data protection. They have to, you know, they can't just delete your footage, because that's, and obviously if it doesn't comply with the policies, but you know, they must have to have some sort of data access thing around that, surely, because that's your footage. So, but I don't know how that works. But yes. But as to the best of my knowledge, there's no more train strikes. So Friday I've got to go to the dentist for a checkup, and hopefully they tell me when they're going to rip out the other teeth, because we're supposed to be getting I think he said there's another 2 or 3 to come out. I should be having dentures soon, so but my friend, he's got what's called a bridge. So it's basically a hole in the middle. So like, say you've got a tooth there, this one's extracted a tooth there. A bridge is where you've got fake teeth, and this one has a little clip on it that clips onto the existing teeth, and the one in the middle is like a dummy, so it's a fake tooth that sits over the hole to make it look like you've got a teeth. But could you imagine like biting down on that too hard and then it sort of like digs into the gum? But some people have screw implant ones. Is anyone else getting fed up of listening to the war in Ukraine every single night? I mean, I just don't know how there can be so much to talk about. It's really getting depressing. It's getting to the point now where you just don't want to watch it, but then you're sort of wondering, well, if I don't watch it, I could miss out on the other information. But they really need to sort of stop going over the same thing day in and day out. Perhaps like only lower it to once a week of the war in Ukraine. We don't need it every single day. I've never known it. That's why I say it seems to me like there's topics. So you've got COVID that goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks, then they change it, and you've got train strikes. That's the other thing as well. All you keep getting told is train strikes. I mean, as I said, if they keep striking, it'll just go the same way as TransPennine, and they've already lost their contract because of constant delays and cancellations. But as I said, it's this Mike Lynch doesn't want to, every offer that they've put forward, he won't agree to it, and that's why you keep getting strikes. So it is a bit selfish in a way, because like, you know, we could all do with, you know, more money, and you know, it's just, you need to really work with the system, not against it. So, you know, if there is no more money that the government can give them, then just accept the offer. Apparently they want to tear up their conditions, but I don't know what the RMT does. Are they like responsible for the signalling systems? Because Network Rail control the trains, I think. But there's another company that operates the signalling systems and stuff like that, so I don't know. Like, for example, Greater Anglia doesn't own all of the train, all of the like the train track and stuff, because Freightliner owns some of that, because they do the freights and all that. So, but yeah. I've decided I'm going to do a big giant Temu haul on Friday with USPS, because that's the other thing I did today. I got a Temu unboxing, so I've been unboxing that. I've got unboxings covered until July the 5th. July the 5th is Angela's one, and then I've got obviously more on the way. Because I don't know about you guys, but I find that I order something nearly every day on that Temu app. I mean, it's nice when they give you a £5 credit when it's late, and then they sort of like foot it for you. It's lovely when they do that. But this one's another, the one I ordered today is another 20x20. So yeah. I almost just showed you a different painting that I got, but I keep thinking that this video is miles away yet, and it's not. This is going up on the 8th of June. So that was lucky I didn't show you. Everybody, yeah. But it was on the news, that guy who, is it the guy who writ We Will Rock You? Apparently he's starring in the show, the first time ever or something, so, yeah. But I'm looking into getting a garage or a garage. I do find that America has so much better wording than the UK. It sounds much more nicer. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting a garage. I don't have a car, but just to store things in there, because I am getting quite a lot of running out of room, really. So yeah. Oh yes, multiplace. Let's see if we can get any down there. Multiplacing, please. Thank you. I don't know if I spoke about this, but did anyone see Britain's Got Talent, the final? Vigo Venn. I can't believe that. I mean, great guy, but how the hell can you call, like, running around on a stage with changing jackets a talent? I can't, I don't get it. And then he's sort of done like what we call Bruce Airhead. He was on the Slammer, and he basically gets inside this giant inflatable balloon and then somehow changes it, and then he opened up on the stage, gave Simon a box. I do love that name, Simon. And it has a life jacket in, because I think the first time he auditioned, he tried to give Simon a high-vis, and then he was forced to wear it, really. So it's funny when he pie-faced Ant partly, because Simon got pied in the face by someone. I can't remember who it was, but yeah. Ooh. But the best bit I love out of the whole day is getting in my bed with a lovely bit of TikTok, watching all the funny people on there that do that. There's so many people doing sweets. So, yeah, loads and because there's this company and they've got these lovely cake sandwiches, but apparently it's a sandwich that's a cake. So I've got to give that a go. All crumbs. Do, do, do. Can't believe how much we've done. We're really happy with this. And the storage is being good for us, so that's good. Probably run out now that I've said that. But it's so lovely to see this one coming to life, really. It's I love working on blue, and I think the heart is going to be nice as well to work on. But I think what we'll do, guys, is I'm going to get to the end of this line because my back's starting to hurt now sitting in this bloody seat. And because I sit on a bar chair thing, and it's perfect because it's level. I need to get a wheelie chair, but it's just something that I've not been able to do because I keep forgetting to do it. Plus I'm not going to pay £80 for a chair. I think that's a rip-off, really. But you hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. Oh dear, don't. Oh no. But I have got another one of these trays, see? Don't know where I got this one from, but eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Actually, I think what it is, yeah, that's the lid. This is the lid, and that's the pot, so it's not two trays. But can you see? It makes two different trays if you're low on trays. So, on that note, we are done for this evening. I would have done a bit more, but my back is killing me at the moment, and I need to sit down and rest it, because when I paint, I'm like arched over, and it does make your back hurt. So yeah, let's put this over there. We can pop that over there like so. Excellent. And that can go up there. But let's take a look at this lovely, sexy painting. Oh yeah, deep sea baby. Look at that. That's really dark. Do you like my selection of pens? I use this little tray. What I do is I like to use a different pen each time. So what I do is I light up in a tray, and then I've got my pink, my fish, my blue one that my secret admirer got me that I still don't know who bought me it. The pink one that I got from AliExpress, and then obviously this green one. These two came from Prism Diamond Painting. But what I like to do is use a different pen each time. So that's, once I finish with that one, I'll pick it up and put it at the back of that, and that way they all get their rotation then. But hello. Jesus, God, the sneezes tonight. But yeah, looking at that, this is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really lovely. As I said, this is a 30x40. It's available through Temu, and yeah, we're playing swings, look. But it's going to be really nice once we get into these little pebbles down here and that giant heart. But yeah, this will be coming up every, I'm thinking probably Thursday evening. We'll just have to do a double. It is what it is. But we'll see what we can do. But I'm really enjoying that. And these light pads are sensitive, but yeah, I can't wait to get a bit more done. But that blue is a lovely colour. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified for the videos I do. Coming up on Friday, we've got a pre-recorded of the Rainbow Rose, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell, and check out my sister channels, and if you want to get me a gift, the link's in the description. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. Video. I'd like to do another Q&A. I used to do Q&As, but we need enough comments to do it. So perhaps when I get about 10 questions from, but it can't all be from the same person. It would have to be different people that comment to make it fair. And then we might do another Q&A. But until next time, that is that. Really enjoying it. Nice to get started on this. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Catch you later.